When a downtown thrives, it's always a good thing, such as here on the Court Square in Searcy Town, USA, winner of the National Small Business Revolution. So let's just see what's all going on here.
Well, we were very hopeful that Searcy would win the Small Business Revolution. It's just been an amazing experience so far. Last fall in October, I just started watching the show. It came across my Facebook feed, and it was intriguing. It was interesting to watch these makeovers with small businesses. And I serve with the Chamber of Commerce, and we try to help the small businesses here in Searcy. And so all of a sudden it was open applications, and I thought, well, I'll just apply Searcy. And so I didn't tell anybody. It was kind of just done on the down low, and so I asked a few questions with some city leaders, and they didn't know what I was doing. So I filled out the application, and I tried to be honest about where we were and where we were trying to get to as a community. And in a couple of weeks, I got a call from the producers and had a good chat with them for about half an hour. Before we knew it, we made the top 20. That's out of over 12,000 applicants all across the nation. So that was right around Thanksgiving, so didn't do a whole lot with it just yet because it was a holiday, and I didn't want to disrupt everyone. But we called a community meeting to get together with a bunch of town leaders, and they were like, I think this is a big deal. We better really start sinking our teeth into it. And so we did, and everybody got really engaged with social media, and we got the state departments involved and showed the producers that, Searcy was for real. This is something that we really needed. We're a little bit behind the times with some of the progress that we want to make, and this show is just the catalyst to help us get us there. And so it's worked. I mean, we went from the top 20 to the top 10. The producers came to town, and we just really went all out, showed them a great time, had a big, huge community-wide event, and they got to meet with some of our small business owners and really see the heart of the small business owners here in Arkansas, how hard they're working, and even though their business may be struggling, they're still giving back to other people, and so that's a really big deal for us. This is a national show, so we have the spotlight on Arkansas, and to get to the top, to win this thing, we had to have the love from everybody. So the entire state of Arkansas pulled together, and we had friends all over the nation voting for us, and we're just elated. It's unbelievable.
The magic is really the people. There is a core group of people who have always wanted to revitalize our downtown area, and they've just worked together. Our chamber, our economic development group really took an interest about in 2014, and the city council and our mayor at that time was very, very instrumental in getting some funding to revitalize downtown. If you see the tree plantings and the flowers, they're just beautiful. And so it just kind of started from there. And then people kept asking, what else can we do? What more can we do? And a committee has been formed down here for the arts. And you've got Main Street with Amy Burton, and she's doing a great job. And just, it's kind of a perfect culmination of everybody just coming together.
Yeah. We've been through a lot of towns, in this state, and unfortunately, we've seen some court squares that don't look like this at all. They have a lot of empty storefronts, but this is really something.
Yes, it is. And everyone has worked so hard to make sure that we have stores and really kind of change the atmosphere, because years ago it was really turning into more of a service-oriented square. There were a lot of not retail operations, and now our square is just filled with all sorts of neat restaurants and boutiques and just great places to shop.
Yeah, not to mention Rialto Theater over there.
Oh, the Rialto Theater, revitalized the Rialto. The outside of it is beautiful now. They have they got some funding to redo that, the neon lights and the tile work on it. And that was Main Street, and again, some other people, local businesses that helped fund that. And it looks beautiful. And so now they're going to start on the inside if they can get some more funding. But besides that, the arts district that we're kind of creating here in town, Art Alley, really neat if you've never been down through there. They have an event once a month, and it's just local artists that come out there and they paint on the walls, and there's local musicians playing there and people serving food. It's just a really neat experience.